Hello, welcome to Jazz Emporium. So happy birthday, Capricorn. 'Tis the season to be married. You know, half you Capricorns, you guys don't even like the fucking winter, so you guys are all like, ugh, like, come on, really? Well, happy birthday to Capricorn season, and I'm raised by a lovely Capricorn mom, so happy birthday, all you Cappy babies out there. And so this video is going to be about what are Capricorn's predictions for Capricorn season. So these videos are going to be discussing on what's the symbology of Capricorn, what to expect for Capricorn season, what does Capricorn exactly rule, and the definition of what is a Capricorn and why. And we will do the predictions after this. So click here for the next part, and I'll see you there. Bye for now. Hello, so let's look at Capricorn symbology. So what does Capricorn exactly rule, or symbology-wise? So Capricorn is between December 22nd to January the 9th. Or 19th, sorry, not January the 9th, January 19th. Jazz, I haven't even busted into the eggnog, and I'm still goofing up, making mistakes. Anywho, so Capricorn rules the planet Saturn. In astrology, which is known as the maleficent planet. It rules Saturn. It rules what's it called for the gemstones? What the gemstones are is onyx, turquoise, garnet. It rules also ruby in some retrospects, any dark gemstones or any black gemstones. Its number is 8 for Capricorn, to do with karma, 8. What's it called? So for the flowers and the plants, patchouli, vetiver, anything that's root or smells of the earth. And there's a reason for that, which I will explain in the next section. Anything with ivy plants, anything with not so much thorns, but holly plants. Anything Christmassy, because again, it's right around the winter equinox. So Capricorn is positioned, since it's a cardinal sign and it starts in the first day of the winter equinox. So the snow, the mountains, the goats. Some of the animals for Capricorn is goats or anything that lives on the mountains. And the colors are navy blue, black, some dark purples, anything dark, anything earthy and dark. So what's it called? I'm trying to think what else. Oh, it's in the 10th house. So Capricorn's rules the 10th house. So that's the symbology for Capricorn. And I hope, what's it called? You join me in the next section. So bye for now. Okay, so what does Capricorn rule? So Capricorn, again, as I said in the last video or the last section of the video, it rules the 10th house and it rules Saturn. So 10th house is all about work and reputation, on how you project yourself within society. Capricorn is the ruler of time. The symbol of Capricorn, which is like an H looking thing with a hook at the end, that's called a scythe. So Capricorn is about cutting loose ends. And if we look at this time of the year, that's what's exactly happening. We're in the last month of the year, or the last remainder month of the year, where Capricorn begins, and then proceeding on to, you know, the next year, which is 2025 this year, or whenever you're tuning in, from end of December, early January. So what is this about Capricorn that is very forbidding? So you have Saturn, that it's its ruling planet. Whereas we went from Sagittarius and Jupiter, where it's expansive, and everything's about expansion, everything's about opening the mind, there's a bit of a restrictive quality with Saturn. Back then, in the ancient times, people did not like seeing Saturn or to get Saturn placements because Saturn was seen as a malevolent planet. And you're probably thinking, well, why the hell would something like this be one ruled by a planet? Well, again, with everything with expansive, with Jupiter that learns to expand, Capricorn rules time. Capricorn rules boundaries. Capricorn rules what you can and cannot do. And it's ruled by Saturn, or, you know, Kronos in Greek mythology, which represents, he is a harsh teacher. So he represents, you know, limitations. He represents what harsh lessons you have to learn. And that's why people shit their pants when they go through their Saturn return. Saturn is also the planet of sickness and maladies. Now, for me, I have a Saturn in the 6th house, which, again, which issues chronic illnesses, which I do have, you know. But there is also something very rewarding within the Saturn placements, or anything with Capricorn or Saturn placements. Saturn also rules karma. They rule time. They rule divine timing. They rule order within every chaos, because you can't expand from Jupiter and reach out and expand and not say, okay, limitations. The limitations are not there to be cruel. The limitations are there to have order within the chaos, because if we didn't have a world of order, we would have a world of anarchy. And God knows what would happen, what us humans would be capable of if we had no rules or boundaries or any associations to learn the ability to say no. In fact, Saturn teaches you how to put up boundaries. Saturn teaches you how to cut off loose ends. Saturn is there to teach you harshly so you can align to your divine purpose and be at your optimum good. It is a harsh teacher if you don't want to grasp the lessons, and it will be harsh on you. So what do Capricorns role within the workforce? Okay, so you have business people, you have CEOs. Capricorns are very ambitious. Anything that Capricorn puts their ambitious to, they usually are very plentiful with their goals. So that's something that's very good for Capricorns. Capricorns are also good with numbers and time, because again, Capricorn or Cronus is seen as the timekeeper of all. So there's that aspect to Capricorn. You know, Capricorn is also seen as the father figures. So there's a lot of good fathers that would be in the settlement of Capricorns, depending on what and where their Capricorn placements are, or their views on women and stuff like that, or if, you know, if you happen to be gay, you know, what energy you possess on the scale of that. Capricorn for jobs also rules anything with finances, anything with saving money, anything with practicality, anything with organizational skills. Capricorns also, I've seen some very creative Capricorns, but they're also very private people. So Capricorn rules the instillment of privacy and stuff. A lot of Capricorns don't want their public eye being put out in the social medias, and they're very smart like that. They're very practical, smart-minded people. So also Capricorns too, with love life for Capricorns. Capricorns, if you have a Capricorn placement in your, like I do in the 7th house, because I'm a Capricorn stellium, so I resonate with some of the energy of Capricorn-like spirits. Capricorns tend to marry later on in life, or if they do happen to marry early, they need to choose wisely, because if you have a lot of Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn placements, this is placements of karma, or sometimes in a chart can be delays. And delay is not a denial. It means you'll get it later, but when you do get these foundations and things that you acquire for it, it will be solid foundations and nothing that nobody can take from you, because, again, it is meant for you. Capricorn also rules structure, order. It can also rule the government system. It also rules karmic contracts. So what is this aspect with karma and Capricorn? So remember that scythe thing? I will put over here, that symbol. So that scythe, it talks about harvesting, taking away. And you're probably thinking, well, that's more indicative of the fall time, not the winter. Well, everything is dead and barren in the winter, because Capricorn or Saturn comes and collects and reaps, and again, you reap what you sow. So if you've had a good harvest in the autumn equinox, you should have a plentiful, fruitful winter. If you've had a crappy, crop, you will yield nothing. You get what you put in with Capricorn. Time, money, and effort. They're all about time, money, and effort. You don't put your time into Capricorn, they won't put a single thing into you. You put your money towards Capricorn, whether that be investments or whatever, they'll put all the time, and they'll be interested. Now, I mean that for more business purposes. Before people come to me in the comments, men saying, oh, Capricorns are just money hungry. They're not. They're practical minded. They can save money. They know how to be sensible with things. They know how to basically make something out of nothing. So you can't blame them for that. These are hard, diligent workers that want to make sure whatever they're putting their time and energy into, that it's well serviced and it's going to yield something. They don't want to do there and put the work in if there's nothing that's going to be yield out of it. Now, in retrospect of karma, Saturn is also a teacher of karma. So why the thing of karma? So Kronos was the rule maker before the god Zeus took everything over, because he was actually Zeus's father in the Greek mythology. So Kronos would decide, the fate of other people, just like the fates, just like the fae in the Greek mythology. Saturn, again, rules the act of karma because he is a harsh teacher. So he's the keeper of time and things within time. He tracks everything that you do as an individual, everything that you can think of within time. What time you sleep, what time you eat, what time do you wake up, because it keeps the order. So the whole act of karma is about keeping divine order. So if somebody again, if the gods are making all the plans for you and they have your life already inflated of what you're going to do, and you go and disrupt that, that gets the gods very angry, henceforth the karma. If you're out there hurting somebody on purpose, you get bad karma. If you're out there servicing others and being kind to others, it eventually comes back to you. And spirits always know when somebody is going to do something bad or good, and they know this, and they know what reward the person's going to yield and benefit. So how does this work into Capricorn? Is, again, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and that's the themes of Saturn. So what does Capricorn rules? They rule law systems, order, and chaos, and they also rule karma, good or bad karma, dharma or karma, however you want to look at it. Capricorn also rules physics and time too. They rule things like math. They rule things like, structure, government offices, contracts. When you get married, people don't understand this. You are forming a contract with another individual, and you take oaths when you stand before an altar. Contracts, even when you're on the other side before you incarnate into this world, you make public contracts with each spirit that you encounter or you want to incarnate with. What contracts are you meant to do in life? This is the system of structure and order. And of course, you're probably thinking, well, that's very boring, and Capricorn rules all that. Mind you, if you go and screw over somebody with Capricorn placements or Aquarius placements, because we are also ruled by Saturn, don't expect the universe to be kind to you, and you will get a good swift kick up the arse if you try to mess with somebody with a lot of heavy Capricorn placements or Aquarius placements, because we are basically the rule of karma. So just to put that out there for people who want to mess with me or anyone else with heavy Capricorn placements. Don't. And you can't make us cry. Don't. We're not emotionally dead inside. Capricorns are normally very reserved with their emotions. They're also very hardworking, ambitious, and very loyal. If you treat a Capricorn well, they will give you their undivided loyalty and practicality, and they will, warn you when something is amiss or doesn't feel right. They also will help you through your troubles and pain, but they also will expect you to help solve your problems. They will help you solve it, but you got to put in that work and effort. So if you are a Capricorn, much love to you. You're a loyal, stable, good people, and I do hope you have a good holiday season. So let's get into the predictions, because, I can't rave enough how wonderful Capricorns are. Oh yeah, a couple of good Capricorns, Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik from One Direction, my mother, which she would not want her face put on camera because she'd kill me if she knew I was speaking about her in these terms. Elvis Presley was a Capricorn. Sir Isaac Newton was a Capricorn. There's a lot of great Capricorns, and I will put right up here all these good, wonderful Capricorns. I think Jared Leto is also a Capricorn. There's a lot of good Capricorns, and there's also a couple of Capricorn risings, like Ariana Grande. She's a Capricorn rising. So again, let's go over to the predictions for Capricorn season, and I shall see you later. Bye for now. Hello. So let's do the predictions for Capricorn season. So let's see what Spirit is telling me. Okay, I'm already starting to get things already. Tying up loose ends. First thing that comes up is tying up loose ends. Now, whether that mean for good things or bad things. So tying up loose ends for what you want to do this year. And I know you're probably thinking, well, Jazz, there's only a couple weeks left until New Year's and stuff, and for 2025. So whatever you have to get done now would probably start to be a good time to tie up loose ends. And I'm also hearing karmic retribution. Now, you're probably thinking, well, Jazz, you've been ranting all year about karmic retribution, because we're still in the number 8. So, by the way, number 8 is rules by a Capricorn number. That's why a lot of funny crap was happening this year, and we were all like, oh. That's the power of Capricorn. They will expose out anything that's karmic. So, anyone that has still, you're waiting for their karma going tick-tock, tick-tock, where's the karma? These people who have been karmic towards you, that have been really nasty and rude to you, are not going to have a good holiday season. I'm hearing they're not going to have a good holiday season. Although it may look like on cameras and social medias that they're not. Inside, they're not. Their foundations are crumbling. And that's another thing that's coming up. Capricorn also rules the skeletal system, and I forgot to mention that in the previous bit of this video. Capricorn rules the skeletal systems and the kneecaps. So why is that? Because it's about foundations and structures. So remember how I said, karma, foundations, and structures, right, people? So if you don't have a good foundation throughout the whole year, it's going to crumble. Anything now that is coming to an end, because again, we're at the last bit of the 12th season, the end, right? And ironically, you're probably thinking, well, 12, that's more of a Pisces number. True. But it's also the ending of things. We're reaping the benefits of the whole year. So let's see what else is coming in. So karmic retribution for those who have been waiting patiently for the karma. You're yielding results. Family time, of course, given it's the holiday season. So I'm getting really be close to your family and loved ones. People might have issues with their father, I'm hearing, during Capricorn season, or bonding back with their fathers for those who don't have dads, or maintaining a good relationship with your dad. Your father is going to shine through this season, but I'm also hearing people that are mothers that are of Capricorn spirit might shine through this season. People are going to start to know their worth this season and to start to break away from karmic attachments. So I'm hearing breaking of contracts. That's a big one that's coming out. The break certain karmic contracts. People are going to be breaking through or having breakthroughs of karma or karmics and within their path that they need to cut and get rid of, because you can't move on from old stuff into the new year, I'm hearing. So whatever does not align with you is going to be very cut viciously this season if it's not already doing so. And again, lots of crash, bang, boom. So you're going to see a lot of karmic couples split up within this season, because it's not meant for you to be with these types of people, or you're going to see karmics walk out of your life, or certain people that you're still attached to, you're going to be surprised at their behavior. They're showing you who they really are, and you have to believe in this Capricorn season, because this is not meant for them to stay with you, so they have to be pushed out. This is like the last final boom before it all crumbles down, Spirit is showing me. I'm seeing the Tower moment. It's the last final push, the last final boom before it all crumbles, I'm hearing. And it has to, because this is the problem. It's going to have to, because a lot of karmic stuff, because again, that's the theme within Capricorn season, is karma. So a lot of karmic stuff is going to be pushed out into the forefront, and a lot of stuff is going to make people question whether they want to bring certain people into 2025. That's what I'm getting here. Lots of gift giving, lots of hugging, lots of celebrations. You know, I just see happy, joyous seasons. Be practical with your spending, I'm hearing, because again, malefices with numbers with Capricorn. Remember, be thrifty. Don't be cheap, but be thrifty. And don't be miserly, because Capricorn's your negative traits. You can be a little miserly at times. But I mean, even though this is generally for reading for everyone, so don't be miserly, people. You know, have great hearts. Let your big heart shine through, I'm hearing too. That's another thing with the Capricorn season. Be generous. Show brotherhood of man. And yes, you're probably thinking, well, Jazz, these are themes of Christmas and stuff. But we should be doing that all year round. We just choose not to. That's the sad part. We choose not to do this stuff. But Capricorn is reminding us brotherhood of man, loyalty. You know, I'm hearing good tidings. So that means, yeah, Christmas, you know, the Christmas time, you know. And yes, what I'm also getting from Capricorn season is practicality. If you're making goals for the end of the year, or any type of, I should say New Year's revolution or resolution, because that is coming up within New Year's, because we're jumping into 2025. Another thing that's coming up here, and Spirit is reminding me, within the year 2025, this is going to be a subject of 9. So we're reaping out of the benefits of people's reaping their karma. So Spirit is also telling me, for some of those who are still waiting on their people getting karma, or for your retribution, it is coming, because the 8 was them earning their karma, or them, you know, Spirit is steeping into their karma to make the worst happen to them. And year 9, again, you're looping out of that karma, but you're aligning with things that no longer serve you. So these people, again, tying up loose ends. That's a big one that's coming here, because again, I have to read for both sides. Year 8, 2024, year 9, 2025. So what's happening here, like I said, things are about to be cut out. And 9 are finale. You're tying up loose ends. That's the big theme that's coming up here, is tying up loose ends from 8 to 9. And then 2026 will be year 1, which would be great, because that's like the cycle, a new cycle is about to begin. So again, we're tying up a loose cycle, because Capricorn does rule cycles. It rules time. So people got to be careful about their time. Who you're giving your time to. Where are you giving your time? And prospects of love, people who are in karmic relationships, or people who are in severely toxic relationships, are not going to have a happy holiday season. In fact, this season is going to be a reflectory of showing karma, or showing an aspect to this person why they should not be following you in 2025. Because again, you're reaping the karmic things right now in 8. So everybody either reaped good karma or bad karma, or how they treat another person. 2025, from 2024 to 2025, is not going to be so forgiving for couples. If you're putting bare minimal effort, You're going to be rewarded with bare minimal efforts. If you're putting all the love in your intentions, then you will reap a good harvest. It goes back to what you reap is what you sow. What you put in is what you put out this Capricorn season. Same thing with money. If you're overspending and being reckless, Saturn ruling Capricorn is going to kick your ass this season. Sorry to hate to break it to you guys. It's not ho 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 and I'm being the Scrooge and, or not, being, the Grinch or anything like that. And I'll put those two lovely characters up there. No, it's because whatever you put in is what you get back from Saturn. That is the ultimate rule here. So, and if you've been generous with your money, now if you've been giving your money away for good prospects, and yeah, you're going to be rewarded with good karma. Do unto others as you do unto yourself. If you've been really good and thrifty with your money, or if you've been really good not spending stupidly, then you'll be rewarded with that. I mean, like I said, it's the whole what you put in is what you put out here. That's exactly what I'm getting, and I'm seeing the scales, the justice scales, divine justice. People are going to start to get their justice. If anyone's suffered any fallacies to do with any type of lies or corruption, it's going to be called out. Anything to do with anybody doing you wrong this 2024 is going to be rewarded with their karma, and it's not going to be pretty. If you think 2024 was something, 2025 is going to even be worse, because things will be cut out, no questions asked. It's not going to be as forgiving. And yes, 2025 rules 9, which rules Mars. We just went through Capricorn, which was shocking enough this year, but we also are going through action. So whereas people are reaping and sowing with the scythe, things are being cut out, it's going to be implemented by action in 2025. That's another thing I'm getting here with the Capricorn season predictions, because we're bouncing back, because that's why I'm doing like both. If you're wondering, well, why are you bouncing back from 2024 and 2025? I'm bouncing back because Capricorn happens to fall on two different, it's one of the only signs that fall in 2 different years, previous to the new year. So I have to honor both years and both energies, because we're in almost like a fork road. I'm seeing like a fork road here, because we're entering out one into another. So if you're wondering why you're confused, saying, well, why is it that it's like, like almost like you're giving 2? It's like I'm also seeing like split into half, because again, 1 foot in the previous, 1 foot into the universe. And side note, another god that is ruled by Capricorn is Janus. This god or goddess, I don't know if it's a god or a goddess, it looks to the past, the present, and the future. So we're looking into the past, and we're going into the future. So that's why I'm getting like the whole point of Janus, the person that looks in every angle. Or if you study triple goddesses, that could be prevalent to you guys too. But this is what I'm getting here for that. So again, I'm just honoring both energies as it sees fit for Capricorn season. So Capricorns, what's going to happen specifically for you is you're going to be tested this season too. You're going to be tested with your stress levels. You're going to be tested in relationships and your finances. Is your goals practical enough to come forth to what you really need? Are you getting what you really need, Capricorn? Is this really what you want? You're going to be asking yourself, is this really what I want proceeding forward to the next year? Or does this have to die off? What other plans and things can I do to either improve the situation, or what can I do to fade it out so I can get what's best for me? And for everybody else going through in Capricorn season, that was specifically for Capricorns. I had to really channel that in. Now for everybody else, jolly, drink, and be merry. But do it wisely. And again, if you do anything reckless over the holiday season, yeah, you will be called out, because Saturn is not a forgiving teacher, especially if you're going to do buffoonery during the holiday season. I'm hearing indulge, but don't be too stupid with it, I'm hearing that song, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Somebody's suspicious of something this Capricorn season. So anyone that's been cheating or messing around with their partners, yeah, you're about to be called out majorly. You'll be put on Santa's naughty list. For those who don't celebrate Christmas, you're colon C to your holidays naughty list or whatever. And I'm not meaning naughty as in oops. I'm meaning as naughty as in hey, people are going to be homeless for Christmas if you put up with that stuff. So, okay, let's see. Finances, careers, goal setting. So set your goals. Anyone that's trying to do a New Year's resolution, this year is going to be a good year. If you keep persistent with your goals, I'm hearing you'll have fruitful results. Let go of anything that does not serve you this holiday season. And maybe instead of doing one plan that you've been trying this year, maybe a new plan is going to work. So you might have to realign your plans, or you might have to be more practical with your goal sets and options here coming the new year. So that's it for Capricorn season, and I hope everybody has a wonderful either Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate. You know, Jazz's Emporium just gave a nice Christmas welcome message, and I shall see you next year. Thank you, lovelies, for all this year to do with my channel, for the growth and process. Let's keep growing in 2025, and I wish everyone a safe and happy New Year's and happy holidays, and much love to you all, and bye for now. Peace out.